Gina Chambers, the third member of the Union that Undead and Unluck meet. She's kind of like that joke about how the 10-year-old is actually old enough to be your grandmother, except it's actually for thematic reasons instead of the usual ones. Gina actually occupies an interesting position for manga readers with more information, but even her presence in her anime-only appearances is worth noting, so this video is safe for anime-onlys. Manga readers, please mark your spoiler comments. The abilities of characters in Undead Unluck heavily reflect their mentality and themes, and Gina is no different. We first meet her as the seemingly unassuming Russian girl who's a fan of Japanese culture. She and Fuuko befriend each other, they foreshadow some stuff, and then we learn that she is the mysterious woman who captured Andy 50 years ago. This series' pacing is anything but slow. We don't have Gina around for long, but we do learn a bit about her, especially in the context of her ability. Unchange. Obsessed with her youthfulness and retaining the same attitude one would expect of the teenage girl she pretends to be, Unchange doesn't want to change. When we meet her, she expresses her love for the idea of things not changing through the capturing of a moment in the world in a painting. At the age of 66, Gina's locked herself in a state of stunted growth in order to ignore the idea of having to grow up. And that's because of her inability to deal with how the world has gone so far and where it probably will be going. As a negator, and as a member of Union, her life hasn't exactly been pleasant, and that's all a result of the changes she's been through. I mean, the first time we actually see any of the main members of Union is when they're trying to kill an innocent girl, the main character, because her ability is simply too dangerous for her to be left alive. They don't exactly have the most pleasant of jobs. Gina's behavior is incredibly juvenile. If you weren't told her age, you would absolutely believe she is 16. But the thing about growing up is that it's not just the things around you that change. You change. And Gina's ability can't stop everything from changing. It can't stop her from changing. This reflects in the fact that her ability is an external targeting type. Hell, she can't even keep other living things from changing, at least not in a healthy manner. So she does it unhealthily. And yet, Andy is essentially what she pretends to be. Someone with an ability that keeps him locked in time, and more than anyone, he desires what she considers the greatest change possible: death. Andy is, in essence, a warning of the dangers of never changing. How ironic that she never saw the lesson in the man she loved so much. Then again, it's possible she was inspired by his state of never changing to try and do so in the first place, but that's an idea for a future video. And then we come to the fact that she dies. The protagonists kill her to take her place. And this is also reflected in the paintings. Where Gina was interested in capturing the world in a perfectly still manner as it is, even while painting, Fuuko changed what she made, adding stars to the blank night sky in the hope of creating something better. Fuuko's lived a life of isolation, unable to go out into the world. Yet in the short time she's been with Andy, she's experienced so many new things. Not always pleasant, but definitely better than nothing. She's almost died. She's traveled all the way to Russia. But she had fun, as stressful as it was. Change can bring about pain, and the temptation to not change can be so desirable because it means you don't have to leave whatever comfort zone you've managed to claw yourself into. But if you never change, you can never move forward. Deep down, Gina did want to change, but she based her life around preventing further change, still living in the youth and complacency of trying to keep the world stable and still. Gina hated the way things were, but she was scared of trying to change. She wanted to stop having to kill to stay alive, even if it meant dying, but she needed someone else to do that for her too. Progress is a side effect of change. And so, it's poetic that in order to reach a position where she could begin to instigate change in the world, and within as static an organization as the Union, Fuuko had to take the place of a woman who rejected change as a whole. But I suppose that simply raises the question of what Gina would have been like if she and Fuuko had met under better circumstances. If you enjoyed the video, please check out more Undead Unluck videos in the playlist to encourage YouTube to share them around. Also, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and comment your thoughts down below. Thank you, and good day.